Hello everyone, I am Shalini Sinanan and welcome today to this very important lesson on punctuation and capitalization, where I'll go through the paces on how you can use punctuation and capitalization in your writing in a precise way and make you a confident writer. Let's look at the other pause punctuation, which is the colon. The colon is very important. You might not know this, but the colon is very important, just like all the other punctuation marks. The colon is used to introduce examples, explanations, or details after an independent clause. So, the structure of the colon is, we first have our independent clause, we have our colon, and then we have the example, the explanation, or the detail. Let's look at some examples so you will understand what we mean by independent clause, the colon, and what the colon does for the independent clause. Rapid urbanization has led to multiple problems, colon, air pollution, congestion, and a shortage of affordable housing for families. So here we have the clause, rapid urbanization has led to multiple problems. What are these multiple problems? The list is air pollution, congestion, and a shortage of affordable housing for families. So the clause before the colon mentions that there are multiple problems due to urbanization. And the clause after the colon explains what the multiple problems are. Let's look at another example. I can promise you one thing, colon. I will be here for you if you need me. The clause before the colon expresses a promise, and the clause after the colon explains the promise. All right? So know when to use your colon and know that it's very important. It's also used as a pause mark, and it's just as important as your comma and your full stop. So here's another example of how to know when you're using your colon correctly, because you must be able to know the rule as well as know when to use it. And the rule is knowing when to use it. So here are some things that you should remember. If you have used your colon between the clause and something that explains something, and you know the colon is going there, if you erase your colon and you put in the words that is, so for instance, I promise you one thing, that is, I will be here for you if you need me. You know that you have used your colon correctly because the sentence makes sense. When using the colon in a list, if the phrase, the following can be used, then the use of the colon is correct. Rapid urbanization has led to multiple problems of the following: air pollution, congestion, and a shortage of affordable housing for families. So now you know that you have used your colon correctly. Remember that the colon comes at the end of an independent clause. Let's look at the apostrophe, another punctuation mark that is fun to use. The apostrophe is used in contractions. They are used in contractions to replace a missing letter. Example, he does not enjoy eating ripe pawpaw. In the contraction, we have, he doesn't enjoy eating ripe pawpaw. The verb doesn't expands to does not, and the apostrophe replaces the O in the word not. So you will know lots of contractions that you have learned in school. Wasn't, shouldn't, couldn't. Let's look at some other punctuation marks. With the apostrophe, another job that it has that's really important is that the